Hello and welcome back to another episode of Jacked Up Sports. I'm excited for this episode. You know, the NBA playoffs just started, the Stanley Cup Playoffs just started, and the draft week. There is so much to talk about, and I'm super excited. I'm ready to get jacked up.
There's one thing in life. Oh, wait, never mind. As I was going to say, there's maybe two things that'll get a man jacked up in life. One of them is watching your Minnesota Vikings win football games.
Back on
The
this
other
again.
thing-
We
Back
just
on the
started. It
other
hasn't even
thing-
been a minute.
The other thing,
Talking about the Vikings.
the other thing is thanking them sponsors. So a huge shout out to our sponsors.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sponsor.
shout
Thank you.
Good job.
See, I was going to a good place there. I don't know why you guys are so angry. We just started.
Well,
It's just-
anything that starts with the Vikings. we
Anything
already
that
know
starts
I
it's
was
with
gonna be
the
leading
some
in a
type
good
of tangent.
direction. It was going
Some
in a
type
good
of
direction.
tangent. It was going in a direction.
It was going in
It was
a
going in the right
direction.
direction. It was going in the right direction. I don't want to hear it.
All right.
The sponsors deserve their respect. So a huge shout out to Muzzle Records, Angry Man Presents, Spectre Audio, Waking Bear Coffee, and Raven Scar Entertainment. Huge shout out to you guys. Thank you for all you do for us. If you guys are just tuning in first time, go check them out. Show them some love from the Jacked Up crew. You know,
Sir. Yes, sir.
we are available on everything.
Pretty much anything you can look us up on.
Yeah.
iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, RSS, Dreezer, iHeartRadio. Come on, just anything. But most importantly, for us at least, I love the YouTube. The YouTube gives you the opportunity to actually watch the videos, see what we're seeing, gives you a little more in-depth version of what's going on. And you can check us out at Jacked Up Sports on YouTube. The @ sign apparently matters. I don't know why, but it does. So check us out. It's at Jacked Up Sports, and it's JCKed because Joe, Colton, Kean. So go check us out. Show us some love. We're gonna look at the comments. We're gonna see if you guys are saying anything to, better your experience. Try to, make it more entertaining for everybody involved. So please go check us out.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/at Jacked Up Sports.
And one other huge thing that I did unfortunately forget to mention, mmzradio.com. It's available on the Stream app. It's also coming to iOS and Android, and you can just look up www.mmzradio.com. Go check them out. We are live on there Tuesdays and Fridays, and they also have a whole host of other great shows on there. So go check them out. There's a lot of good stuff on there, especially if you like, some rock music, stuff like that.
More
It'll be
podcasts.
good.
They have podcasts about pretty much everything on there.
Yeah.
I know there's one about watching horror movies called Creepy Coffees. And
I think it's Coffee and Coffins or something like that, isn't it?
Let me pull that up.
Isn't it something like that? I
Yeah.
thought it was Coffee and Coffins. Maybe not.
no, these are just our business cards.
Oh, nice. Well, one more thing that I didn't mention is there are actually three things that'll really get a man jacked up in life. The two we already mentioned, watching your Minnesota Vikings win football games, thanking the sponsors, and watching the Oklahoma City Thunder put belt to ass in the first round, baby! 50! And there's people that chose this Memphis team to beat us. 50. There was a point where we were up by damn near 60 points in that game, and Shea only had 15.
Yeah.
There, I go and I watch all of these veterans, these NBA guys that are retired out of the league, talking about the Thunder can't do it. The Thunder can't make it. They don't have playoff experience. Boo-hoo-hoo. Well, playoff experience doesn't matter when you're getting 50-point lead dropped on your head, bitch! Take it!
Oh my god.
This is how it's going to be the whole damn series. It doesn't matter. Lakers, Nuggets, Warriors, Rockets, Celtics. Who gives a damn? This team is so young. They are so deep. Everyone can shoot three-pointers. Everyone defends. The team is so solid. We haven't seen a team this solid in so long. The only knock is that they're young.
And young just means they're hungry, man. They want it.
You saw
They're
it.
going out there participating.
wanted it.
Everyone's running their ass
Oh
off.
my gosh. If you actually watch this game, it was almost boring because the Thunder would go, like, consistently go on 20-5 runs. Then they'd let the Memphis Grizzlies get back, and then they'd go on a 30-5 run.
What I like about
Oh my
watching, because
God.
you called me, told me to start watching the game, so I did. And what I liked about it is you're not seeing the whole game be played through like 3 people. They're
No.
giving it to the open guy.
It
They're
is a
letting everyone
team.
cook, and
Mhm.
it's sick to see. It's sick to see
It's a
instead of
team.
just knowing what's gonna happen.
In my opinion, they play a college-style basketball.
Yeah, defense.
Everyone gets involved, and they play this magical thing that these NBA vets that are talking about experience have never heard about, and that's called defense, bitch. That's what that is. The 80 points in a playoff game, that's the best you got, Memphis, is 80 points? I get it. You're playing one of the best teams defensively in the NBA. But apparently John Morant was supposed to be some MVP caliber player. He's supposed to be, Dylan Brooks was supposed to be a three-point sniper. How did they do? I think they only had 2 people in double digits on the whole damn team?
To be fair, they shot
Oh
like
my-
shit.
Yeah, that's what happens when you
17%
play
from three.
defense. Oh my gosh. We're so good. I'm so sorry to the rest of the NBA because we're steamrolling these I think the most we get taken to is 6 this year in any series.
Yeah, and you guys shot
We're so
decent,
good.
but you didn't shoot like lights
Nope.
out. Like it wasn't an amazing game.
Nope.
35% from 3, 50% from the field, which is pretty good from the field.
We're
But
so damn good.
93 from the free throw line, that makes a difference.
Everyone was complaining about OKC is a free throw team. OKC is free throw merchants. They're not going to get the free throws in the playoffs. We didn't get free throws. We got 15 free throws. It's pretty league
Yeah,
average.
and you only missed 1.
And what happened? What happened when we only got 15 free throws?
You won by.
We won by
51.
50 points. We won by 50.
51.
Why nobody's taking us to win? Is it because we're from Oklahoma and we're a small market? We're not the Lakers. We don't reside in liberal land USA.
Oh,
liberal land USA.
Whoa.
No need to get political.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is it because we're not from Hollywood? We're not from Los Angeles?
You don't have your star-studded, multi-billion-dollar players.
We have Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, dog, didn't even need to show up today. I mean, he played great. And you look at the box score, everyone on the team is plus. Everyone has a plus
Well, yeah, it's
efficiency
because
rating.
well, not everyone.
Everyone except for one player. 2 players. 2 players, my bad. 2
Dylan
players.
Jones, get your ass off the
8
court.
minutes. He played 8 minutes.
8 minutes
That's
and
like
you're
our
minus
15th
4.
guy. That's
Come
like our
on.
15th guy. We were playing the
What about
absolute bottom of the roster.
What about a Jay Mitchell, you mother fricker? Minus one? Come on, what are we doing out here?
Crazy.
We're so
Jalen Williams
Oh
plus
my God.
44 is nuts, though.
Yeah, he
Plus
played a
44 is
fantastic game.
nuts.
He played a fantastic game. Chet,
And he didn't even
our
make a-
7-footer went 3 for 4 from 3.
That's crazy.
We're so good. People don't understand how good this Thunder team is because we get 6 nationally televised TV games a year, so nobody can watch us unless they have League Pass.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing ever. We don't get national TV games. We don't get national media attention. And then shit like this happens. And all the vets are like, well, this isn't going to happen against the Warriors. Warriors aren't making it out of the first round. The Lakers aren't making it out of the first round. The Timberwolves are going to beat the Lakers in 6.
I really hope so.
They
Dude,
are.
Yeah, I don't think the Lakers are
Ant
getting
is
out of the first round.
hilarious, dude. Did you see him talking to the crowd, tell him that his dick was bigger than his?
He's a funny guy.
I don't know if I can talk about that, but I had to,
I
man. He
know.
did on national TV, too. He
That's a
did on
funny guy.
national TV. Straight to a fan. He was talking shit to him. I think that's
Crazy.
hilarious.
And like,
Who knew there was fan interaction in the NBA?
like, I don't get it because you see these people and these like betting experts, stuff like that, and they're all like, oh, OKC.
We don't talk about.
We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it.
it.
But if you look at like, OKC is favored by the most out of any of these first round matchups, right?
You know,
They have the best odds to win the title, and everyone thinks they're not making it out of the second round. I don't understand. Am I just crazy?
yeah, a little bit.
All of the thoughts do reflect our opinions.
Like,
Just want to throw that out there.
Very much so.
this is
Not advice.
Definitely not
team
advice.
is so damn good. They are so complete. They are so deep. We're gonna steamroll anyone in our way. They were like, "Oh, we have Jaren Jackson Jr. and Marvin Bagley. What are they gonna do in the paint?" I don't know. We have 2 7-footers. Isaiah Hartenstein. Have you ever seen Isaiah Hartenstein's signature shot?
The little
He stops
floater
at the
thing.
free throw line, shoots a ball 35 feet up in the air, and somehow it goes into the hoop.
Yeah.
And he does it so good too. And then Chet Holmgren, one of the best defensive centers in the NBA,
Would have won Rookie of the Year if it wasn't for Wemby.
he would have won it if he played his rookie year. He got hurt,
He got hurt.
and he should have won it his rookie year. He was on an actual team that, won games and made an impact on a winning team, in my opinion. But team solid, 1 through 5 defensively, solid, 6 through 9 defensively. I mean, this team's so damn good. I don't see anyone stopping us. Maybe I'm just riding the high of a 50-point blowout win in the first round of the playoffs, largest in NBA history, if you didn't know. But I just can't see any way that any of these teams stop us. LeBron's gonna stop us? 45-year-old LeBron that just put up 0 points in the first quarter? He's gonna stop us? Anthony Edwards is gonna stop us with no help? I mean, he's got some players on his team.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have.
But the Timberwolves also were shooting really well against the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, they had a phenomenal
were shooting
game.
really well against
Phenomenal
the
game.
Lakers.
And the thing is, we had a bad game and only won by 50.
51.
We didn't have a great shooting game and we won by 50.
51.
I don't.
I keep wanting to throw the 1 point in there. Makes a difference.
Gosh, it's crazy. We are so back, folks. And if you're an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, you deserve this. You got screwed out of the Supersonics. You followed your team loyally to Oklahoma. You had KD, Russ, and Harden. It got broken apart.
Yeah.
You had Paul George and Chris Paul. Neither of them did anything. Russell Westbrook went away. We traded Paul George. We traded Chris Paul. And what do we have now? The best team in the NBA with the most draft picks by a mile?
Yeah.
We are setting up a dynasty here, folks. You need to get on this train now because the Thunder, book it, 5 championships in the next 10 years. We have 34 first-round draft picks in 4 years or 5 years.
35?
Yes!
That's wild.
There is
That's a
2
lot of
rounds in
picks.
the NBA draft.
Their GM
He
knew
is
what he was doing.
phenomenal.
He knew what he was
Look
doing.
up. There's a website that's purely devoted to the Thunder draft picks.
See, okay, this
How many
you know
picks
what, you know
are
what's
there in
not
the NBA
fair. You know what's
draft?
not fair is having a GM that can get you that and the team you have, and then you have teams like the Mavericks whose GM just trades your best player at 4 a.m. and doesn't talk to anybody.
Yeah, if you just you can just look up. And yeah, that isn't fair. Nico
That's
needs to
just
be
not
fired.
fair.
But yeah, you can look at it right there. There's websites that are purely devoted to tracking how many first-round picks the Thunder
Yeah,
have.
see,
We have
2025,
four-
4 this year,
3 first-round picks and a second-round pick this year.
then 2, then 2, 1, bunch of seconds, 2 in 2029. Bunch of seconds.
Look
in
at
2029.
this. This is so much draft capital. It's so much draft capital. It's crazy.
Not 35.
That's what it was a couple years ago.
But no,
2 years ago.
it's probably
It's-
35 picks.
Yeah, it's 35. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's the most by a wide margin. And we have pick swaps that we have rights to. So if their
Yeah.
pick ends up better than ours, we can just take it and swap. I mean, so much draft capital. Such good players.
And what'd they get for Luca?
A bag of chips and Anthony Davis. I'm like, I don't even know the details of that trade because it was so
It
horrible
was terrible.
that I really don't think they got anything that was meaningful, at least.
No, and then he dropped 37 in their first playoff game and still lost with the
Mhm.
Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I don't know. We're
It was
trading for
37,
Giannis.
wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
I think we trade for Giannis next year.
You trade for Giannis.
But
Dude,
Giannis, Shea,
And Chet.
Jalen Williams, Chet, and Isaiah Hartenstein on the same floor, that would be crazy.
that would
A
be-
7-footer at the 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be nuts. I don't know. Our team is just so well set up, and I'll get off of them for a bit here because there's other important stuff to talk about.
But yeah,
they're
let's
just
talk,
so
the,
good.
The Timberwolves shot 50% from 3. 50. They went 50,
They
50,
shot
80.
40 of them.
That's pretty good. That's going to be hard to replicate.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 50, 40, 90 is one of the most elite clubs in the NBA as far as shooting splits go for a season. And to have your whole team basically do that, and to be one free throw made away from doing that is pretty nuts. So I still think the Timberwolves are going to win this series. I just don't see any blowouts like this anymore.
No, I think it's going to be like a longer series. It's not going to be one that's gone. You think 6?
Well, I mean, the most you can go is 7.
That's what I was saying. I think it's going 7. I think it's going 7. I
don't know.
I think the Lakers tie it 1-1, and then they get up to 2-1 and 2-2, 3.
So my biggest thing is that the Timberwolves walked on there and they stole a home game from the Lakers. So what I can see happening is the Lakers take the next game, and then the Timberwolves win 2, and then they steal another away game and finish it off.
I could see that.
That is what I think happens.
I could see the Lakers winning the next 2.
You think so?
I could see them winning the next 2.
Their roster is so shoddy to me because, yes, you have Luka, but what happens if Luka has a bad night?
That's what I'm saying is Timberwolves can't obviously replicate that. And Luka did have a good game, so like the odds that he puts up another 37-point game,
and also had not a very good game. I mean, if you watch the actual game, he was playing smarter basketball in my opinion. Which if he keeps doing that, the Timberwolves are going to be a harder team to beat because he wasn't taking very many shots. From a scoring standpoint, he wasn't at the beginning. He was very low scoring, but he was like look at his stats there. 9 assists and 8 boards is not a very typical thing for Anthony Edwards to get.
I was talking about Luka.
Oh, you're talking about Luka?
Yeah, I think if Luka can have a similar game at home with them not being able to shoot at the same percentage.
Oh my God, they played Bronny. JJ Redick is
they played him
idiot.
at the end. They played him at the end.
Sense.
They played him at the end when they were losing. They put in all the bench guys, and he shot 2 threes.
So I don't see this Lakers team making it out of the first round.
No, I don't either. Personally, I just think that they could win the next 2 because I think obviously the Timberwolves aren't going to shoot at the same rate. I think there's a lot of probably help that's going to go into getting the Lakers a win or 2 maybe at home for sure.
What could definitely happen is those
but
star
I think if they get a 2-1 and then the Timberwolves could win 1. Lakers win 1. That's how I was thinking it goes to 7.
Yeah, I don't know. I see the Lakers probably winning this next one, and I think the Wolves take 2 in a row and then they split.
Yeah, that's what would make it 7.
Well, if the Lakers win 1, the Wolves win their next 2 at home,
then it's over. Then it's over in 6 at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is probably gonna happen. I think
it all depends on the third game, really, in my opinion, because I really do think the Lakers are winning this next home game.
Yeah, I think they probably will too, but I think the Timberwolves will take it in Minnesota.
Probably.
I think they'll take both games in Minnesota, and then you're up 3-1, and at that point it's done.
Yeah, I
do have LeBron.
I could very well no, dude. LeBron. I was talking to these guys.
Box score? Looking at it.
I was talking to this guy.
22. Oh my gosh.
Today, his name's Jason. I was talking to Jason today. You know what he was. We were talking about LeBron and how he wasn't the GOAT and everything. And he's like, yeah, Michael Jordan's not even the GOAT. I'm like, who the hell do you have at number 1 then? He's like, Kobe. I'm like, really? He's like, Kobe did everything Jordan did, but better. I'm like, that's such a hot take.
Kobe is a worse Michael Jordan, and that's pretty much a factual statement.
I will say that Kobe is my number 2, though. I think Kobe's better than LeBron. He's the closest thing we will ever see to Michael Jordan. Just a sheer passion and determination for the game. The Mamba mentality was definitely a thing. Like, he went in, he grinded his ass off. He wanted to win. He wanted to play games. He was very competitive, and no one else had that competitive spirit besides Jordan.
I think Kobe is probably 5 on my list. Maybe 4.
Who do you got?
I have Michael at 1.
Obviously.
And then it is a toss-up between Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's fair.
and Shaquille O'Neal.
Really?
I think Shaquille O'Neal is the most dominant player we have ever seen in the NBA. I think you can stick Shaq in any era,
Yeah.
and he would do the exact same thing he did. And if you put him in this era, he would probably do a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
I think
Except for the free throws.
Well, that's the thing is you see how small centers have gotten. You
Yeah.
put them up against a damn near 300-pound Shaquille O'Neal.
He was over 300 for a while there
For
in
a
his
bit.
later career when he wasn't as good.
But you put like Prime Shaq, like Lakers Shaq or Magic Shaq, whenever he's a little bit leaner. I don't think anyone stops it.
No.
I don't. So I have him at 3 or Kareem and Kareem at 2. I would probably take Magic. I think Magic is very good.
See, I think Bird's better than Magic. I
So-
legitimately
Legend,
believe
baby.
Bird is
I
better
think
than Magic.
yeah.
Bird is better than Magic, but Bird did not have a very long career due to injuries, so he didn't get a great chance. He also played, his entire team was Hall of Famers.
That's true.
But,
But same could
Bird
be
is, when it comes to mentality and FU attitudes, Larry Bird has the second best one in NBA history. You ever hear the story about he would go up to like ball boys and go, "What's the scoring record in this place?" "Oh, it's 38. "It's you." "Okay, cool." Goes and scores 39. Or he'd be like, "I'm a little bit bored. I think I'm just gonna play left-handed." Then does it.
Larry
Drops
Bird played
30.
a whole playoff game left-handed, except for the last minute when he said that if it got close, he would play with his right hand, and he shot one basket with his right, and he made it.
Like he was so good.
He's such a shit talker too. That's what I loved about him.
I love him. But Kobe is up there. He is great. I just think there are people that are definitely better. Objectively.
Who's the best? Who do you think's the best shooter of all time?
The best shooter of all time is not a debate, and it is Wardell, Stephen Curry, and it's really not close in any facet.
Yeah.
He redefined the sport and how it's played today. The reason that we see people or teams take 41 three-pointers in a game is solely because of him.
And that's where the argument today escalated to. Where do you put Steph if he wins it? Like, granted, it's not likely. But let's say theoretically, Steph wins this championship, carries this team, wins MVP. That'll make his 5th ring.
And here's my problem is I don't like to rank people until they're retired
On
my list.
Fair.
But if Steph Curry was retired, he would probably be 3 or 4 on my list.
I was gonna say
he is the
he's
best
gotta
point
be up
guard of
there.
all time. It's not close. He's the best point guard of all time.
I agree.
He is.
I agree.
He's so good, and him at his peak is crazy. It's the way that he was able to change the game, and how he did it. Being an undersized guard in NBA terms, being small, and just going out, being the first unanimous MVP. He's just so good. He really is super good. And this is what all these kids, they don't say Kobe anymore.
Yeah, we
Say
were
Curry.
talking about that the other day. It's all generational.
Yeah.
So
They all say Curry.
it was Kobe for us. That's what we always said.
Yeah.
For the generation before us, it was Jordan.
Mhm.
For the generation after us, it's Curry.
Yep.
Who's gonna be the next name? And who was the name before Jordan? Was it Bird? Was it Johnson? Magic? Bird?
I don't think so. Because three-point line got
It's
added
probably Bird.
right around that time. Probably Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete was before.
No, yeah, he was before. You said who's before Jordan. I said Pistol Pete.
Yeah, but like the generation right before Jordan would have been
Oh.
like Bird.
Yeah.
That's when the 3-point line existed, and he was
Yeah, it was
probably
what
the
year?
best 3-point shooter at that
Oh,
time.
he definitely was. What one? Like when was it added?
I want to say the 60s.
I think it was a
or
little
70s.
bit after that. I think so. Because I'm pretty sure the three-point contest, one of
79-80 season.
Wow.
yeah, I was gonna say because
Wow.
I'm pretty sure Bird's three-point contest that he won, one of them was like the first
Yeah.
or second three-point contest
Yeah,
ever.
Let's say Larry Bird played from 1980 till 1992.
hmm So,
I still think Dražen Petrovic could have gone down as one of the greatest shooters of all time if he didn't sadly pass away.
I like Kyle Korver.
Do you know who Dražen Petrovic is? Love that man.
Didn't he play for the Kings?
No, he played for the Nets.
Played for the Nets. Who am I thinking? I'm thinking of Peja Stojakovic. So
Yeah, Dražen Petrovic was on the one team from Croatia, the Czech Republic, whatever it was that was going through a civil war at the time, with like Tony Kukoc and them.
Yeah,
it was that era,
Oh,
and
gotcha.
he was an insane 3-point shooter, and then he died in a car accident, and he was at the time had theories that he was going to be the best 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
Can you look up his stats, please? I really don't actually know his stats. I just
Whose
watched the
stats?
story. Dražen Petrovic.
Good luck with that one, Joe.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
guy.
pretty close. Pretty close.
That guy. Yeah, that's the man. Yugoslavia. That's what it is.
I thought it just said Croatian.
What?
Pretty sure it said Croatian. So if you just scroll up, it says it right there.
So he's only
43%. That's really good.
Yeah.
How many attempted? 0.4 per game, 1 per game, 1.5 per game. I mean,
Come on.
it's
man.
just a different league now.
I think he would have been insane.
Yeah, he definitely could have been.
He only played, what, 5 seasons? Not even?
It's sad to see stuff like that. Because, like, Glenn Bias was
4
super
years.
hyped up, and we never got to see him play.
Yeah.
Poor guy. But we did get Jordan.
We did get Jordan. Yeah, we didn't, but
You can
somebody
still
did.
go and watch him. I watched his highlights.
I've
a lot
watched
of
I've
them.
watched so many Jordan
Yeah.
highlights. The Last Dance.
Last
I've
Dance
watched-
was phenomenal. Have
No,
you
it
ever
was-
seen it, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh my
You would
gosh, you
love
have
that.
to watch The Last
You would
Dance.
love that.
It's one of the best sports documentaries ever. Oh, it's so good. It's phenomenal.
I'm just not a huge basketball fan.
You don't need to
be.
You don't need to be.
Don't need to be. It's
You
so
don't need
good.
to be.
It's live footage of back from the 1980
Oh,
or
really?
1998 season.
Yeah.
They recorded the whole thing.
Oh, that's cool. I
It's-
guess I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, and then they have interviews from people in like today's era, after the
Talking
fact, and
about
stuff.
it.
It's
Oh, really?
crazy.
That's neat.
It's a phenomenal series. Somebody there was really smart and was like, "This Michael Jordan guy might go down as the best player ever. We should probably get this season on tape before he retires again."
Again.
Yeah, great. But more games to talk about. Lakers. I'm taking the Wolves in 6. Everyone's saying Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. I think the Lakers. can
Who's
shit
that?
on them.
Shannon Sharp? They keep saying that.
I don't know. A bunch of people do. They're so high on the Lakers because LeBron and Luka. LeBron is playing like ass. He's not very good. Luka can't do it on his own. Timberwolves in 6, and even if not, the Lakers get smacked by the Nuggets. And if somehow they make it to the WCF, Western Conference Finals, we are going to see a lot more 50-point blowouts. Mm-hmm.
By who?
You know by who. The best
The
team
Lakers blowing
in
out
the
the Thunder.
best team in the NBA. Not even close.
Well, the best team in the NBA, based on the plus minus, is the Nuggets when Jokic is on the court. But when he's off, they're the worst team. So, kind of evens out.
I was genuinely surprised in this first game of how well the Clippers played, taking the Nuggets to overtime. That was good to see. I also loved seeing Russ get a very prevalent role in a playoff team.
Russ in that first game, people that hate him and people that love him, both talked about him during that game.
Mm-hmm.
Because didn't he? I didn't watch the full game. I'm not gonna lie. But I watched the ending.
Yeah.
And that was just crazy. He made a layup, then he missed a layup, then he missed a 3, then he made a 3, then he didn't take a 3, then he turned him over, It was wild.
Yeah.
It was just wild. He was doing
He's
everything.
a high motor guy. Russ always has energy. He's my favorite player ever. He's my favorite player ever. He was so damn good on the Thunder too.
Yeah, when he averaged a triple-double.
30-point triple-double he
That was
averaged.
nuts.
So good. So good. Joe, what are you seeing here from this bracket? Who do you like?
The Celtics.
This
Like the Celtics.
Yeah, they're a decent team. They're all right.
He's also a Boston fan, Kian. What were
Oh, I
you
know.
thinking he was going to
I
say?
really can only support that. I know nothing about the NBA.
You're a Thunder
But
fan. This
what you
house
do
is
know
Thunder
about
fans.
what you do
I
know
mean, I
about
think the
is
50-point win is nuts. I've never seen anything like that.
So good.
130 to 80 is just.
In a playoff game. In a
I know.
playoff game.
It's supposed to be the best of the best too, right?
Yeah. Oh, the best of the best showed out. Kinda.
Yeah.
We probably could have
One
put
team, I
150 on them if we left our starters in, because our starters didn't even play the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
If we left our starters in, we probably would have put up 160, 150.
Do you think a game will ever get to 200?
Yes. 100%. I think at some point they will shorten the shot clock down to a 20-second shot clock over 24. And I think they will add a 4-point line at some point.
I think it will be those 4-point circles.
I don't think it'll be the circles.
You think it'll just be a
I think
line,
it'll be a
like
line.
a straight across? Because you can't have an arc.
So you can have a half.
You can have a semi-arc,
Yes, you can have like a halfway
like
arc.
what people have in their driveways
Yes.
when it's not wide
Yes,
enough.
and I think that will come. They were already, because this is how we
I
saw
have
the
one of
3-point
those.
line come in, was they added it to the All-Star game, and then they added it in, and we're gonna see they added the 4-point line to the All-Star game.
I
And now-
thought there were 4-point circles.
There's circles, but it's gonna evolve to a line for the actual game, and then we're gonna see the addition of a 4-point line actually being implemented.
And then how much does that take away from driving and
Oh, it's gonna make the floor. It's gonna space the floor out so much. Because if you have to respect a guy that can actually consistently hit 4-point shots, your points per possession can absolutely skyrocket in that case. Because imagine if you can take one shot and get the same amount of points for making 2 of another shot.
you know?
It's crazy.
You know what's crazy is it's probably going to be implemented like right when Curry's about ready to leave, right? And then all those talks about some of those best shooters from way back in the day before the 3-point line existed, like, oh, wasn't it Jerry West? Like that they said, oh, what would Jerry West's stats would have looked like if there was a 3-point line, and like how would he have gone down?
Mhm.
So I wonder how similarly that might seem
People have done the calculations for Curry.
with Curry.
Yeah,
for, if it was a
for the,
4-point
like,
line.
Because there's pretty much a general consensus on where they would put the 4-point line at. I think it's right at like 35 or 37 feet or something like that.
Crazy.
And people have done the calculations to see how much more points he scored, and I'm pretty sure it's a pretty decent amount.
Probably, dude. He's shot some crazy shots.
Yeah.
Make a 10-pointer if you shoot it from the other free throw line. Who did that? Embiid? Didn't he chuck it from the free throw line one year in a playoff game?
I don't know. Steven Adams has made.
Steven Adams made a
Yeah.
nasty one. I loved that one.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Adams is one of my favorite players when I was
love
growing
Steven
up.
Adams.
I loved him.
Steven Adams is great. I still love him.
Yeah, he's on the Rockets, ain't he?
I'm pretty sure.
That's what I thought.
That Rockets team, that Warriors-Rockets series is going to be interesting. The only really good series right now is Pistons-Knicks. Besides, or the only really good game that happened was Pistons-Knicks. The
No,
only real
Clippers
and
Nuggets.
the Clippers-Nuggets. And
Yeah.
the Clippers-Nuggets. 2 separate days. So, oh no, those ones are on the same day. What game was that? Doesn't matter. Anyways, I think that series is going to be really good. It's tied 1-1 already. I wonder what's going to happen in this Denver series.
It's being played as we're currently talking.
I really hope that the Clippers win that one.
I think the Clippers could sneakily win the whole thing against the Nuggets. The Clippers
No, that's what I'm
are
saying.
a pretty complete team.
I hope they win, especially with Kawhi being back and he's playing good.
Yeah, and that was another thing we talked about today was where would you put Kawhi if Kawhi goes and wins it again and wins MVP? That means you won 3 different championships with 3 different teams and won MVP with 3 different teams.
Still not top 10. There's something to be said about players who stay for one organization.
Yeah, I agree.
Some people don't have a choice, but he has. There's something to be said about it. It really embellishes your legacy whenever you stay with the same team.
Yeah, look what happened to Durant. Durant was
One of the most
one of the most
players.
beloved players when he was on OKC, and then
now he's hated.
Yeah.
And for good reason. You deserve everything that's happening to you on the Phoenix Suns right now, Kevin Durant. You did this to yourself. You sold out for 2 measly championships. But I'm happy he left because now we have the future we have. And God, it's bright. It's so bright. We have so much cap space. So many good players
Durant
that
won
are young.
2.
I think he won 2 with the Warriors.
I thought he only won 1.
He might have won. I thought he won 2.
I don't know. I thought he only won 1.
AD rings.
He did win 2.
I thought so.
I thought he only won 1.
No, pretty sure he won 2.
You don't want me.
I'm just a guy who talks.
You're just a
I don't
guy.
know.
I'm just a kid.
I don't know. My NBA knowledge is not great, but it's pretty decent when it comes about topics that I.
Mine used to be really good. I used to love 2K and watched NBA all the time. Now it's just not as much because I love football too much.
Yeah, I know nothing about the NBA. I never have.
But what you do know about, Joe, is hockey. And how is hockey going?
Hockey's going interesting lately.
Screw the Stars.
Dude, yeah. The Stars had a rough loss to the Avs on Saturday. I was really expecting a lot more of them, and they lost 5-1, allowing 2 goals in the second period, 3 in the last one. They weren't even playing horrible. Like, Ottinger was 82%, but that's comparative to a 95% from Blackwood, the Avs goalie. You just allowing too many goals. It's not like they were getting more shots on goal, or they only had 1 more save. Or no, not even true. The Avs were 1 for 24, Blackwood. He only allowed 1, whereas Ottinger allowed 4 out of 23. So, with numbers like that, you're just not going to win. I mean, I don't quite remember the end of it, the last couple periods. But, you know, they just got to get more going. They had guys on the ice for a long time, and they just weren't making anything happen.
They didn't capitalize on their power plays.
Yeah, that's the big one. You gotta. I mean, anytime you got a power play opportunity, especially at home, you gotta do something.
There was
with
one
it.
point they had a power play, and the Avs still had control of the puck on the other side of the ice. I'm like,
Yeah,
how is this
that's
happening?
crazy. It shouldn't be a thing. That's something you work on all the time. Your power plays, that's something you practice all the time. I mean, you got to take advantage. You got to take those opportunities and score, and they just didn't do it. But, you know, today they're playing them a little bit better. I think currently
It's 2-2
they're playing out as it is. Yeah,
20
2-2
seconds
in the
left.
second period.
Or
Yeah,
6
so-
minutes and 20 seconds.
Joe, do you know what I think?
I still think the Stars are going to win it all. I really like the Stars team.
I think it's Panthers season.
Panthers?
It's
Why do you think
Avs
it's the
season,
Panthers?
baby.
I think the Panthers are going
It's
to
not
win.
the
It's the
Avs
Avs season, baby.
I think
I mean, the
Panthers
Panthers
are.
aren't bad. They have a pretty good team.
I'm pretty sure they have a very good team after the trade deadline. I'm pretty sure they made some phenomenal trades.
They got Brad Marchand, but he's getting pretty old. But
think
he's
they're
obviously a
definitely
vet, so and he's been in
What trades do
postseason
they make?
situations, won it all.
They made trades that were specified by my wife's dad, who is a big hockey fan, and he is very knowledgeable about hockey, and he really seems to think that nobody is going to beat the Florida Panthers at all.
They got Reinhardt, Barkov, Kachuk. Those are all great.
Yeah, they
guys.
got one of the
Sam Bennett,
Chucky guys, don't they?
not Kachuk, Kachuk. Brad Marchand's there.
Which
I mean,
one do
have
they
a
have?
solid
Not Brady.
team.
It's not Brady?
No,
No, it's
Brady.
Matthew.
Brady
They got
plays for
Matthew
the
Kachuk.
Sentinels.
Senators.
Senators.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Hey,
We're
hey,
getting
hey!
there.
It's
Getting
coming.
there.
It's
Getting
coming. I
there.
watched hockey on Easter.
No, I mean, it's an interesting playoffs. The Stars did fall
Wild.
off from what they were expected to at the beginning of the season and even midway in. But they're still looking good, I think. The Leafs, you know, they're number 1, but they're gonna choke. The Leafs always choke. In case you guys don't know, that's just running joke. The Maple Leafs always lose in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's like the Dallas Cowboys or
Always.
the Minnesota Vikings.
Yep.
I think
Yeah,
you mean
I
the
think- I
Philadelphia
mean-
76ers. It's
I think a
NBA.
tough team always in the playoffs is the Lightning. They've been there before. They've won back to back to back or whatever it was.
I remember
that hasn't been done. I don't think ever before that.
How do we feel about the Minnesota Wild? Because I need to claim a hockey team, and I think I'm claiming the Wild.
I don't think the Wild are going to do anything. But
I think they are. Screw Las Vegas. I don't know a single player
good.
on the Wild.
I think Bruce Cassidy still is.
What are the other Chuck brothers' name? I know Brady.
Bruce Cassidy's still the coach for the Knights. He could end up winning.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
You just said
there's
it.
a lot that could go
Pretty
on.
sure
I
you just said
haven't
it was
been watching.
Matthew.
Remember.
The other brother's Matthew,
Capitals
right?
will be good.
The other,
Yeah, no, Brady and Matthew Kachuk are the two brothers.
Yeah,
Brady
Matthew
plays for the
Tkachuk.
Senators. Matthew plays for the
the
Panthers.
Chaka.
It's not the Chaka. Anyways, the Capitals could always be a
Hockey
good team. They got
forever.
Ovechkin coming up at the end of his year. He just broke Gretzky's goal record.
Yeah.
So they're always a team. He's getting older. He's probably not going to be around too long. They're probably going to make a push, at least for another round. I don't see the Canadians beating them, but I don't know. Overall, Panthers good, but I don't know. I
got the Avs, man.
As long as a damn Canadian team
Avs
doesn't
are
win, I
looking
don't
good,
care.
Man. 5-1 win over the Stars in Dallas is crazy. But
I'm
whatever.
saying the Avs because that is our boss
Yeah.
man, our boss man's team.
Oh, is it?
It's our boss man's team.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Go Avalanche.
it looks like there's a potential for the Wild and the Avalanche to get matched up together. Mhm. It could happen. But let's touch on, because we could sit here and, talk hockey all day. We're very knowledgeable.
Yeah, super knowledgeable about the sport.
I think we should take our last little bit of time to talk about what we know and we all love the most.
The sponsors. Thank you, sponsors. Huge shout out to Muzzle Records, Angry Man Presents, Spectre Audio, Raven Scar Entertainment, and Waking Bear Coffee. Huge shout out to you guys. Much love from the Jacked Up crew. Viewers, please go and show some love from us. Check out their products. Good stuff over there, especially that coffee. Heard some really good things about it.
Absolutely.
I'm more of a 600 milligram energy drink kind of guy.
Yep. But you can.
But I might get into coffee now.
If you like coffee, you can actually go directly to them from our website, even.
Yeah.
At www.jackedup.com, and that's JCKED. And also, you can check us out on any platform that you guys want to watch us on: iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, iHeartRadio, RSS, Dreezer. Come on, guys. Look us up on anything. Jacked Up Sports, Jacked Up, JCKED. And if you really want to check us out, like fully immerse yourself in the experience, look at what we're looking at. It will make a heck of a lot more sense. Trust me. Go check us out on YouTube, please. Please go check us out on YouTube at Jacked Up Sports on YouTube. And you have to do the @ sign. I don't know why. It's all whack right now. We're trying to get it fixed. But do at JCKED-up sports. I don't know if you need the dash or not. Probably not.
But you need a /.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/ at Jacked Up Sports.
Yep.
That's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
What Joe said. Don't listen to me, listen to Joe. All right. But
the draft.
I think we should get into the draft.
The draft.
I'm super excited for the draft.
And here is where the Minnesota Vikings solidify themselves as title contenders, because we are trading our first round pick, and then we're going to trade our second round pick until we end up with 32 7th round picks.
Should we go and do another mock draft?
We can do a quick mock draft.
Just a quick run through.
Yeah, a quick first round.
Instant first thought.
Yeah. Are we just doing like you pick one, I pick one, Joe pick one type
Sure.
thing? Yeah, let's do it.
Let's
Real
do
quick. We can get this done. 5 minutes.
5 minutes or less.
So we're gonna pull one up here.
What website?
I've been using the PFF one, I'm pretty sure. It
Okay.
should be right down there.
That's just what
Oh,
theirs
that's
is.
just a mock draft. There should be one where you can go and do
Yeah,
one.
just type in free mock draft.
Yeah. NFL.
Mock draft simulator.
Yeah,
right
mock
there.
draft simulator. If you click back. Hey, mock draft.
There you go.
Yeah, that one works. All right, sweet. All teams. One round.
Just hit the all.
Up.
Scroll up. Hit all.
Get out of here. Ads.
There we go.
No
now
free
we ready. Now we
sponsorships.
ready.
Enter solo draft.
draft.
Enter that solo draft.
Right.
Boom. All right.
Kean, start us out.
I am taking Abdul Carter 1 for the Tennessee Titans. I think that's what they should do.
I still
Bar
think that's
none.
what they should do, but a lot of people have Cam Ward, but I
think
still
that's
believe
dumb.
it's Abdul Carter.
it should be Abdul
should always
Carter.
be. All right, Joe, who you got it to? Cam Ward.
Taking Cam Ward.
I like Cam
I
Ward there.
genuinely believe they're taking Travis Hunter. I genuinely
Think the
believe.
Browns.
It's the
I don't
dumbest
know.
thing
Genuinely
ever.
believe it, though.
The dumbest thing ever. The
I
way he
don't think
talks
it's
in
good.
interviews.
I honestly think the Giants are taking Travis Hunter.
That's what I said. That's what I
yeah.
just said.
Oh, I thought you were saying the Browns.
No, I'm saying the
Oh,
Giants.
okay.
I genuinely believe they take Travis
Yeah.
Hunter.
I
Such
see
a
that.
bad
100%.
pick.
They shouldn't take him, but I think they're going to.
And
So
yes, and I do believe that they might do a little Eli Manning type stuff if they don't
So-
let him play both ways. Joe, you can take this again if you want.
Yeah,
'cause
go for it.
It's his
Taking Will
team.
Campbell out of LSU. I like that.
All right. All right.
There you can go, Keem.
I think that the Jacksonville Jaguars select Mason Graham.
Yeah, I'd
Pair
believe.
him up next to Josh Hines Allen.
And you can just hit Genty right away for 6. I think Genty goes there.
I think he does.
I think that's like written in the stars.
I
that
think
Gentry goes to the Raiders.
I think the
I
Jets
wonder if
getting
it's-
Shador here kind of makes sense.
I wonder if the
Shador
Raiders
to
are
the Jets?
pulling so much, though.
I think they might.
Who?
Shador to the Jets. You have Justin Fields and Shador, and you can kind of just take the better of the two.
Oh,
They
that's-
didn't-
I mean,
Yes. I guess.
They
it's
didn't-
a new
If
coach.
he
It's-
falls
it's-
this far,
culture.
Joe, it's your
decent
pick.
value.
It's your pick.
Isn't it my pick?
You just picked Mason
I think
Graham.
it's- no,
Because Joe took my pick.
I took the
Oh, okay.
pads.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not mine.
But we'll go here, and we're actually gonna take Tyler Warren. to the Jets.
That's what I've been seeing a lot.
But I think Shador to the Jets doesn't make that much nonsense.
I
could also
think
see him
I think
falling
it
out of
does
the
a
first.
little bit because I think that since they just invested in Justin Fields and their offensive team hasn't had success in the past,
Yeah.
they
haven't had
have
a
a solid
quarterback
wide
in a
receiver
while.
1. They have a solid backfield. Really, what they need is a tight end, another piece to open up the field for their offense. Because their defense is solid. All
Yeah.
right, Joe, what do you got for the
They gave him a
Carolina?
I mean, I kind of agree if Tet falls this far. He's probably going
Yeah,
to the Panthers.
agree.
They need
Yeah.
a receiver.
I think so.
Yeah, like that's just probably a logical thing. I would, but maybe they could be good there. You know,
Yeah.
we were talking about it.
Bryce Young had some flashes at the end of the season. I mean, he's still young.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got potential.
So, yeah, they're still they're building. So that wouldn't be a bad pick, I don't think.
I don't think so.
All right, does someone want to take this? Because I want to take not 10.
I think the Saints 100% draft Ahmed Amabubu. Either that or Jalen Walker.
All right, now with the Bears, if this is how 1 through 9 goes, I'm very concerned about what we do here. I'm very concerned that we're gonna do something stupid. I would personally like to trade back in this position because obviously the best 2 tackles were taken, the best running back was taken, but I prefer an edge rusher, and I think if we go edge rusher, I legitimately think we go Mike Green.
You think you go Mike
I think we
Green
go Mike Green.
at a
I would
Marshall?
like Michael Williams or Jalen Walker, but I think they go Mike Green.
Okay. Suit him up. Mike Green it is from Marshall.
I think they go Mike Green. I think he's the second best edge rusher.
All right, Joe, this is you now. What do we got? We're thinking Shador here makes a lot of sense.
Shador to the Niners? No. Do they need a safety?
I think they need corner. I think Will
Corner?
Johnson. I really do.
Think Will Johnson goes there?
I don't want to take your pick,
yeah.
but I
Sure,
think
I'll take
I
Will
think that's what he
Johnson.
does.
Now, this is a really interesting one here, but if I was Jerry Jones,
I think Shador. This is the pick I wanted to take.
you want Shador?
Go for it, Joe.
Take it. Take
I
it.
just see the
Take
Cowboys
Shador.
taking
Take it because I just took
Take
yours.
it. Take it. Take
Take it
Shador
'cause
to
I
the
just took
Cowboys.
yours.
No, that works. Take him.
It's just I just see that as something the Cowboys would do. The
Oh,
only
yeah.
reason I
Definitely
don't
could
see him is because they got Joe Milton. But it's another similar thing. Get two guys that are similar. One of them works out. Okay, great. And other one doesn't go. You can hire. They have a crappy season. Yeah, hire Dion as your coach the year after.
No,
I
you
don't know.
still know my theory.
He's a Cowboy. Well, I know. I think, and that's why I don't necessarily want to take the pick away from it because I do think that has some validity. But
I think he goes to Pittsburgh. I think he goes to Pittsburgh, and the first time ever in Mike Tomlin's coaching career, he goes under 500. They fire him, and because they just need a reason to fire him, they fire him and hire Dion, and Dion and Shador take over in Pittsburgh, and then they just revamp their defense more and let him ride, having a good season with their defense and calling him a good quarterback.
I think Shador falls out of the first.
Yeah, but that's like what are they, pick 20 or something like that?
Something like that. I still think he falls out of the first. I don't think he's a
But
first-round
take
guy.
him, Joe.
Yeah, you can take him.
All right.
Right here, I'm going to take Kelvin Banks,
Yep, I like that pick.
and now somehow it's back to Colton.
Yeah, I don't really know how we're going about this. It's kind of
The
just
order got
whoever
messed
has whoever
kinda
has
like Dion
whoever has
Hill.
vibes, whoever has
Yeah.
vibes for a certain pick. I think they take an edge rusher, and I think it's probably Shamar
I like Shamar Stewart here.
because they just lost Deo. They need to revamp their D line.
Deo. Overpay.
That's why I think we go Mike Green,
That's fair.
because Deo can play inside and outside. He's a 3-4 edge rusher, so you can play D tackle. All right,
I like
Ian.
Jalen Walker here to the Falcons.
Fair enough.
Cardinals could go so many directions. That is not one of
I wasn't highlighting that. for that. I just had my mouse over that.
I think they take D line.
I like Derek Armand for him.
I like Walter Nolan.
You think Walter Nolan goes this early?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not dying on that hill. It's not my pick. I think they go D-line, though. And they just got an edge rusher. so-
Whose pick is it?
Joe's, I think.
Oh, Joe, go ahead. Your turn, brother.
Well, overdraft. It's the Cardinals.
Okay.
I think that would be a good pick for them. I think Walter Nolan is a very solid pick. I kind of forgot about Grant. Where's he at?
Kenneth Grant. He's down there a little bit.
He's down there yet? He's not even on here.
Oh, so good.
All right, Ian, is it you?
It
or
should be
me?
you.
It's me?
Yeah.
With the Bengals pick, I think they need an edge rusher now. Or a D tackle. They could go Harmon here if he's still available. They could literally use anything on the defensive side. Honestly, no, go up. I think they go with Nick Emenware. I think they need a safety.
I like Nick Emenware a lot.
I think they go safety, or they go defense for sure. If they don't, they're idiots.
I think the Seahawks get. Oh gosh, I think they trade down in this position. Let's have them go, and we'll get Tyler Booker, a plug and play guard for them.
Interesting.
They need some. They need a lot of stuff now.
Take
after blowing up their
Malachi
team.
Starks here.
I like
We
that.
were talking about that earlier. How that's a good
Yep.
pick for the
I
Bucks.
said there's 2 picks they can go here. It's Malachi and Jahad Campbell. That's the only 2 picks that the Bucks should do it. Whatever one they can get their hands on, they should do.
I think they go Amari and Hampton.
Okay.
I think he's so good. I think he's
Yep.
going to be just as good as Genty.
Well, I think so too. That's why I want to trade back.
Yeah, like, he's going to be so good. So I like Amari and Hampton here for the Broncos.
That's
They
fine.
need weapons.
I like Omarion Hampton. He's the running
Or
back out of
Mekhi.
UNC, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
I like him. Shoot,
Or-
I almost want him in New England if he
or-
somehow falls, but he's not going to.
No, he's going to be a first round pick. I could see the Broncos taking a running back or a wide receiver. I
Yeah,
could see
that's
a
what
Mekhi
I was.
and
I was
Luka
gonna
going.
say Golden.
Golden.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say Golden. He would pair up well, but
Quarterback, D tackle.
see, this is where I think Shador goes.
Think so?
Yeah, but he's not here anymore.
I think they go running back.
Really?
But I think Najee is just not very good.
They don't have Najee
Najee,
anymore.
yeah,
Najee's
he's not on there
gone?
anymore.
That's great.
I think
don't
they
think
get. I think
Warren's
they
very
take him
good.
in the second
That could be fair.
because at this point, if Amar and Hampton just got chosen,
Yeah.
they're not going to take
There's
a
no
reach.
reason.
Yeah, they're not going to reach. They don't need linebackers. They need D tackles. Derek Harmon's
Harmon,
still there.
I like Derek Harmon.
I think Kenneth Grant's going to be better than Harmon, though. I really do.
I like Kenneth Grant a lot.
Now, this is the pick I actually wanted, if I'm being so for real here.
Take it.
I think they take JPJ.
James Pierce Jr.
He pairs up so well on the opposite side of Khalil Mack. It's crazy.
Okay. Take him. He's gonna be down there, but yeah, somewhere. Shouldn't be
No,
that
he's
far,
up
right?
there. You guys passed him.
I was gonna say, it
Yeah,
shouldn't be that
he's
far.
still go up, 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 up,
Uh,
up, up, up.
Yeah,
Right
there
there,
he is,
30.
30. See, this is the bullshit thing too. Is like our initial mock drafts before the combine and everything. I was such high praise on Amari and Hampton, and he was like a 3rd round guy. Now he's freaking early 1st rounder.
Yeah,
I was pissed because I really wanted him to fall.
He
But
was
then we
a
picked
second.
up Jordan Mason and
yeah.
Packers. You get a punter. Sorry. You don't deserve anything else. Actually, they should probably draft a quarterback.
I think they probably go Michael.
Yeah, I like it.
Right, Ian.
So here's what I think we do. Your Minnesota Vikings, your purple and gold, either trade back or we get JJ McCarthy, his old college friend, Colston Loveland, to back up TJ Hawkinson. They had a connection at Michigan.
They do
Me and-
need a
me
young
and Joe
tight
were
end. We
talking
were
about
just
that.
talking about.
I really
yeah.
think that if Colston
Hawkins
Loveland is
have-
on the board, that's the only way we don't trade back.
Or
You
if
wanna take
somehow you
Logan?
have one of the two
Yeah.
safeties not taken before.
So Nick Emenwari or
Malachi.
Malachi Starks would also be acceptable picks, but I don't know how far both of them are going to last. But I do like Colston Loveland lasting this long, and he's a dog. I like him. He reminds me of TJ Hawkinson.
I want the Texans pick.
Go for it.
Joe knows who I want. Give me Josh Simmons, bro. I think he's the best tackle in the draft. I legitimately believe he's the best tackle in the draft. He's just battled injuries. And I think they're trying to trade. They traded out of Laramie Tunsil to get a younger tackle.
It's fair. Rams?
All right, Joe.
What do you got? Jackson Dart.
No, not to Rams. No way. Not this high.
Emeka Mbuka. Just got rid of Cooper Kupp.
Nick Scorton. Whoever gets Jahad Campbell, I think it will be very happy. He is such a good middle linebacker. It's nuts.
All right, what do you got, Colton, here? 27 for the Ravens.
I picked. It's yours. Because I
mine?
skipped Joe to pick the Texans.
I think it would be really funny if they go Luther Burden here.
I don't mind that. They just picked up D-Hop. And they got they got D-Hop and Flowers and Bateman now.
Old, young.
Bateman's not old.
He's older, isn't he?
He's
Like
20
29?
No, he's like 27 maybe.
Hey Siri, how old is Rashad Bateman? Shit, he's 25. Not that old. Not that old, folks. I don't know. I honestly don't know who the Ravens take here. With the way this is played out,
With the way it's played out, I think
I couldn't tell you.
Greg Zamble.
I don't think he's gonna be that good, but yeah, take Gray Zabel. I just don't like him very much.
I don't either.
But go ahead and take him. They got a good enough roster there.
I don't either.
Lions, punter. Put him down for a punter. This is the only pick
if
I
it
want.
goes like this, they're taking Scorton, bro. Are we joking?
Punter. You bastard, Joe. They
Okay,
deserve a
golden.
punter. cornerback,
Barron.
Barron.
Pick Luka.
They could definitely pick the Luka.
Yeah, they could actually get another piece
Yeah.
alongside Keon.
I like Igbuka. If we somehow trade out of number 4 pick, I think we can get him wherever we trade him in the first.
Yeah.
I honestly, they probably would take Igbuka if he's there.
Chiefs get a punter.
Dude, they just lost 90% of their receiving core. I guess not really. Rashu just got hurt.
Yeah. They still have Hollywood Brown.
Yeah,
They're
Hollywood.
getting
and
older though, aren't they?
Hollywood,
She's
I
not.
guess, is Rashi's like
Yeah, he's
young.
young.
He's like 25, maybe. Maybe.
Jackson Dart.
Yeah. The backup Patrick Mahomes.
Backup
They
quarterback in the
could-
first
they
round.
could. It's just stupid.
Is there any offensive line?
Oregon.
Dude, if they took Tyleek Williams and put him next to
Chris
freaking Chris Jones, that would be so huge.
That would be big.
They probably would. I like that pick.
I've actually thought about this, and I could see the 49ers
We take
taking Jay
Tyleek
Higgins
Williams.
in the first round.
Who?
Jay Higgins.
No, who? Take them.
The 49ers.
I saw a lot of them taking him in the second.
Yeah. They can feel like
I
they
think
can
he's
get him
going to
in the
be
second.
the number one receiver out of the second if Mbuka's taken, obviously.
I do like Luther Burton quite a bit.
Now, who the heck do the Eagles
Jalen
get?
Milroe, the next Jalen Hurts, basically the same player. It'd be so funny.
No, actually, you know what's really funny is I've heard a lot of talks out of the Cleveland Browns that they like Travis Hunter and Jalen Milroe.
That's super funny.
So instead of taking Cam Ward, they take Travis Hunter and then try to pick up Jaden Milroe in the second.
Have them get a punter. It's the Eagles, man.
No,
Screw 'em.
they're gonna get somebody good. They always draft good.
I know. Probably that. Just whoever the next Georgia player is, take them. Because that's what they're going to
Yeah.
do. That's their draft strategy every year is just to take Georgia players. The next Georgia player you see, that's who they're getting.
Yeah, not that low.
Come on. Where's the next Georgia guy? Damn, really? Oh, right there. Tate Ratledge. Yep. Add to that stacked O-line. Probably. And he's probably going to be an all-pro.
There it is.
Perfect. Well, there's one thing that you can take away from this. Is J.J. McCarthy just got another weapon. Best arm in the NFL.
I'm super excited to see how the draft actually goes.
Yeah, me too.
And you guys are going to get a fresh video footage not front row, but at the draft. I'm making a trip up there, so you're going to look out for a video on that. I'm super excited to be out there going. It's going to be a long weekend, honestly.
Yeah.
Really long weekend, but I'm super excited. I'm stoked. Once in a lifetime. But go check us out next week. Look out for that video. Look out for our next video next week. Pretty sure these guys are going golfing.
I don't think so. I think Joe flaked on me.
Joe, you're flaking?
I'm not flaking. I have other plans.
He's golfing
I'm
with someone
golfing
else.
with my uncle.
It's messed up. I asked you like a month ago, but it's whatever.
All right, we'll figure it out. But that was a great episode. At least I thought it was. I'm super excited. I got jacked up. It's a great week. Next week's going to be...
Go Thunder, baby! Woo!
Next week's only going to get more intense. We're going to have the draft to talk about. We're going to have the playoffs to talk about. We're going to have both the playoffs for the NBA and the NHL. So stay tuned for next week's episode on Jacked Up Sports. Thank you, guys. See you next week.